Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the small forward. And for Houston, inside Smith and Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3. Guys, this is the time of year when things get really fun. Teams ramping up for the playoff push.
Yeah, this is when things are firing on all cylinders. As a team and a player, you got to solve your issues now, because when the postseason comes, you got to make sure everything is smooth.
Now here's Alexander-Walker. Johnson a screen on Eason. Alexander-Walker with it. He's against Eason. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Durant. Daniels misses. And it's Houston's ball. Now Eason. Outside Durant. From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Pass to Johnson. McCollum outside. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Johnson for 3. And Atlanta misses again. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Here's McCollum. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Johnson passes to Alexander-Walker. And he converts the layup.
That ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's Thompson. 23 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
Here's Thompson to the paint from the right block. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Thompson.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Here's the 3. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 7. And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room. Experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
And Atlanta has possession. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. McCollum, the pass to Daniels. Now Alexander-Walker. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Houston.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit.
For 3, Durant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hawks trail by 12. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. McCollum outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Looking to win the run. No luck on that one. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Smith outside. Pass to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 8 points for Durant.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Atlanta, they're clinging on to the final playoff spot in the conference, trying to improve their position if possible.
Checking out Atlanta, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Really helps his team on offense, recording 20 points a game. Johnson on the wing, covered by Smith. Johnson with a bucket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Durant looking around. There's the three. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Daniels from outside the arc. Eason pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Smith. Now Thompson. Back to Eason. Outside Durant. On the wing, Thompson. No good with the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Daniels gets it to go on the assist from Okongwu.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Durant finds Thompson. Nifty move. Here's Şengün. Pass to Eason. Durant for three. They get it back. Smith outside. He buries it from three. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Back to McCollum. Picked up by Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. McCollum outside from downtown. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8 points now. Knocks it down from distance.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of the team.
Shepherd, he's checked in for Eason. And now let's show you the rebound leaders among small forwards in the second half of the season. In the third spot, Dyson Daniels. And of course, Kevin Durant.
And these guys may not be the tallest or strongest players on the floor, but that hasn't limited their ability to mix it up and dominate on the glass.
One word you always hear used to describe these guys is active. They don't leave it to just the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and do the dirty work themselves.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Durant following the score by Atlanta. Durant draws the double. Smith with a screen on Johnson. And here's Shepherd for three. The rebound by Atlanta.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. There's McCollum with the three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Smith passes to Durant. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. The shot comes out. Hawks trail by 11. Up top, Alexander Walker, covered by Smith. McCollum taking his time here. The three. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Shepherd. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. It's good.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Craig.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Here's McCollum. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Yeah, sneaking down for the board. McCollum might have surprised the defense there.
Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's McCollum. He came away with 14 points in his last game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Houston leading by 10. Outside Durant. Rebounded by Daniels.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pass to Johnson. Daniels the screen on Durant. Johnson passes to McCollum. That three's off the mark. Houston has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Now Durant. Thompson outside. Back to Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 15 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Daniels outside. Back to McCollum. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got 11.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
So for the Rockets, Green's checked in for Smith. Finney Smith comes in for Durant, and Okogie is subbed in for Amen Thompson. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Kuminga comes in for Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Daniels. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Alexander Walker. .149 left now in the first quarter. Şengün, a screen on McCollum. Pass to Finney Smith. Shot clock at 5. Houston with another miss. Hawks trail by 9. McCollum with it. 11 points in the game. Here's Kispert. Back to McCollum. McCollum slams it in.
And McCollum excels at everything on the court. And man, he is putting on a show.
Pass to Şengün. Rebounded by the Hawks.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Kuminga, the pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. Okogie pulls down the board. The Rockets lead by 7. Pass to Shepard. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Risache. And here's Landale. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Inside, here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Shepard is out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then there's Jeff Green. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And the free throw, no good. Talking about Alperon Şengün for a moment. What are some things that stand out about him to you, RJ?
I would say his passing for sure. He's very Jokic-esque with some of the dimes that he drops. And we've seen him accept a bigger role on the scoring side also.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Okogie. Outside for Green. Beyond the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
McCollum outside. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Okogie, the pass to Finney Smith. Here's Shepard. Pass to Okogie. Takes the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Reza Shea up top. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn. Back to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 15 points.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys?
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
Oh, I feel bad for that rhythm. Kuminga, this is what he does.
Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. Shepard, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Now McCollum. 15 points in the game. Landale with a screen. Kispert on the wing. From behind the arc. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Kispert's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Houston leading by 7. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Finney Smith. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is something that Clooney does well for his position, connecting on timely passes.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Okogie. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Şengün finds Thompson. Durant for three. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And he's going for the lob. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Excellent alley-oop. Kuminga putting himself in the perfect place to finish that one.
To the middle. Here's Şengün. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to McCollum. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Şengün, no good.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Doubled by Durant. Here's Landale. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
For three, Durant. Rebounded by Johnson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Landale, the pass to McCollum. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Green. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. And both free throws good for Green. Hawks trail by 8. Daniels outside. McCollum outside. Shoots over Thompson. McCollum's shot is off.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Smith outside. The kick to Durant. Three-pointer. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Here's Daniels. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Johnson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Take a break.
Free throw good. Green.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Eason's checked in for Houston. And both free throws good for Green. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Smith, he's checked in for Green. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Alperen Şengün.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Hawks trail by 13. Outside Johnson. Pass to McCollum. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets lead by 13. And here's Durant. Fires the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 7 assists in the game.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Now here's Daniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here's Thompson. He's scoreless. To the inside. And the layup falls.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Out to Thompson. Durant for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Hawks trail by 15. Pass to Johnson. Durant against McCollum. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Houston. On the wing, Thompson. Smith outside. Back to Thompson. Now here's Şengün. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Daniels. McCollum outside. Here's a Kongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Durant. A 32-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And Houston has possession, following the score by Atlanta. Back to Durant. Smith passes to Eason. Here's Şengün, guarded by Kongwu. Şengün, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Hawks trail by 17.
2 minutes.
McCollum outside. Picked up by Kongwu. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Smith outside. Eason, a screen on Johnson. The 3, Smith. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum outside. Back to Johnson. McCollum outside. Okongwu, a screen on Şengün. That won't go either for McCollum. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Pass to Thompson. And here's Smith. And here's Şengün, covered by Daniels. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 8.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Daniels finds McCollum. Now here's Daniels for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Durant. From deep three-point land. McCollum pulls it in. Hawks trail by 19.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
What a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Durant against Daniels. Pass to Easton. Lets the 3 fly. And he can't get that one. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Two back. Let's hear it for the participants.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Atlanta Hawks.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint, but when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. That one tips off noon Eastern.
Let me go through my papers, Ernie. This game is too close to call. Pretty evenly matched squads. This is what my research is showing.
Yeah, it might just come down to who wants it more. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. 17-point game. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3, a small forward. Smith outside. Just 4 to shoot. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Smith's got 10.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Pass to Daniels. Back to McCollum. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. Smith against Johnson. Here's Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
McCollum outside. Pass to Okongwu. Okongwu, a screen on Smith. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Durant, pass to Şengün. Back to Durant. Over Daniels. Another one falls for Houston.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
On the wing, Daniels. Outside Johnson to stop the run. And Atlanta misses again.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses, they need to settle in quick.
Smith with a screen on McCollum. Back to Smith. From deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 8 assists in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Şengün against Okongwu. Daniels left side and out of bounds. Houston will have it. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
Now here's Durant. And he's got 28 now. Good on the bucket. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Johnson a screen on Easton. Pass to Johnson to win the drought. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean,
throw it down! Wow!
Yeah, there's no shortage of flash in Smith's game. He's working to improve his handles this summer. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected cam? McCollum against Thompson. Now Alexander Walker. Sinks it from distance. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Durant, pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Alexander Walker with it. He's against Easton. Count it. Good. He's got 10.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Smith with a screen on Daniels. Outside Durant. Comes up empty down low. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. McCollum, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Thompson. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Down low. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got 12 now in this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside, Alexander Walker. A good look from Johnson. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Eason. And here's Şengün. The 3. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
Now here's Durant. 30 points in the game. 2 points. That one goes.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Pass to McCollum. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 11. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Eason, pass to Durant. Counted. Durant's got 8 here in this quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Okongwu, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Thompson against McCollum. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. McCollum's got 24 points.
Yeah, with the clock heading to 0, CJ says, not on my watch.
Pass to Durant. With the crossover, the basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. Now Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Smith. There's McCollum with the 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Daniels against Durant. Şengün, a screen on Daniels. Durant's shot is off.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Şengün, the screen. Durant, the pass to Thompson. The 17-footer, and it's in, off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Here's McCollum. He's got 24 to the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The combo guard skills of McCollum. Not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
Here's Durant. And down it goes. 2 points. Durant's got 38 points.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
For 3, McCollum. And the three-pointer goes.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Outside Durant. With the floater. And the layup is up and in. Durant's got 40 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Outside Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Fade away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McCollum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
To the inside. Here's Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Now here's Okongwu. 6 points for him. McCollum outside. And the Hawks with another 3.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Pass to Eason. Now here's Durant. A minute and a half left in the third quarter here. Now here's Şengün, guarded by Okongwu. And there's Şengün on the assist by Durant. Şengün's got 10 points.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Okongwu with it. Durant covering. Okongwu, the pass to McCollum. Here's Daniels. 3-pointer. Rockets with a rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Durant. That one's good for 2. Durant's got 42 in the game.
KD has such a tight handle, especially at his size. The man's a future Hall of Famer.
Back to Alexander Walker. No good from outside. And it's Şengün with the ball for Houston. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Outside Durant. "18 feet out. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Green out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then it's Shepard. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's McCollum. The floater from the wing. And another basket for Atlanta.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. Capella inside. Landale's there. Capella, the pass to Finney-Smith. Okogie on the wing. Defended by Kispert. Nice shot by Okogie. Okogie's got his first points of the game. Atlanta is shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Rizachet. Into the lane. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
Houston ball.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. Shepard, that's good.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Kispert outside. McCollum outside. To the middle. Clock at 6. And here's Kuminga for 3. The rebound by Shepherd. And the Rockets' shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Pass to Capella. And Capella slams it down.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
And here's Rizachet. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Green with a screen on McCollum. And here's Shepherd for 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
McCollum outside. Pass to Rizachet. Now here's Kispert. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green. Here's Okogie. Defended by Kispert. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
Here's Rizachet. Following the score by Houston. Pass to Landale. Here's McCollum. Rizachet up top. Launches it. Okogie pulls down the board. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Shepherd. The shot's good. Shepherd's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Outside Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Houston.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
McCollum with a steal. McCollum on the wing. Outside Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
They're really working the paint now.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Outside Kuminga. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And it's Houston's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Capella. Uses the glass on the layup. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
McCollum on the wing. Kispert outside. Puts up a 3. And Atlanta misses again. The Rockets have gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Back to Green. Pass to Okogie. The 3 ball. He can't get that one to fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Kuminga, the pass to McCollum. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Landale, guarded by Capella. Here's McCollum. Kispert outside. 4-3. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Shepherd. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And the Hawks with possession here after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Here's McCollum. They can't stop the run with that one.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Green. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Uh-oh, well, we all know what can happen when this fella gets hot, and this guy, well, let's just say he's hot.
Pass to McCollum. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The floater, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepherd play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
Now here's Johnson. Daniels outside. McCollum outside. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Pass to Shepherd. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Houston. And Atlanta misses again.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Pass to Okogie. Now Capella. And Capella gets double teamed. Here's Shepherd from outside the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. McCollum outside. Daniels finds McCollum. Inside, Okongwu. Green with the defensive effort. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Capella. Shoots over Okongwu. Capella, the pass to Okogie. Here's Shepherd, covered by Alexander Walker. That one's good from Green, and the assist by Shepherd. Shepherd's got his 5th assist in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Okongwu, the pass to McCollum. Shoots over Shepherd. Drilled from 11 feet out. McCollum's got 12 points here in the second half.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
Pass to Shepherd. There's 1:47 left in the game. Back to Green. Here's Okogie. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. Okogie's got 7 points here in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. McCollum outside. Now Daniels from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Okogie's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Shepherd following the score by Atlanta. Jacks up a 3. McCollum pulls it in.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Shepherd. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We contested shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.